get comfortable not knowing. So many of us are like crackheads about this. We're like, I need to figure this out. Nobody knows what I'm going through. Like, I need the steps. I need the answers. I need the signs. I need the confirmation. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Where are you going, my friend? Where are you going? Because here's the thing is, a lot of times your blessings are already happening. You're alive. If you're listening to this message, you're already here. Okay, you're already in the promised land. You're already in the beauty that you seek. But, experiences happen to us that make it hard to believe that. And I understand, be where you are. But here's the thing. Our blessings will come to us in ways that we do not understand. Because it's not for this version of yourself. Do you get that? You have to go through this hardship right now in order to receive what's at the other side of that. But when hardships arrive in our life, we resist them, we blame it on other people, and this may not always be the case, but we just can't understand. It's not for you to understand. You can't control life. You can't control what life brings your way. You can only control how you react to these certain situations in your life, right? The whole point is to bloom wherever you are, to feel free wherever you are. This is not about getting to a specific destination. This is not about getting the job, getting the car, getting the family, getting the partner, getting the body, getting whatever it is that the desire may be. It's about realizing that you can have peace and freedom right here in this moment, wherever you are. There's plenty of videos on the internet that talks about how you can manifest whatever you want into your life, or how you can get this, how you can get that. I think all of these things are achievable. But what's the point if you're constantly seeking something and the moment you get it, the rush is over, the desire is over. And so the chase continues. And then we constantly chase more and more things. And we're left with this heaviness, this burden that we weigh on our shoulders, leaning on our own strength, praying to God or praying to whatever we believe in. Just make this work out. Why isn't my life working out? And it's like, you're not in control. Life isn't going to pan out the way that you want. Your blessings aren't going to arrive in the way that you want or the way that you think. So stop thinking about it. You actually don't have to worry about this at all. One of the most beautiful parts of my journey was just letting go of that need to control and understand everything, because that stressed me out to the max. And once I let go, things just started working out because I wasn't so focused on that. You want to know what I did instead? Instead of wasting my energy, stressing and trying to figure out a plan, I just did me. I did what felt good. Okay? I went out, I took care of my body, took care of my mind by doing what I enjoy, writing, reading, going to the ocean, etc., etc. You have to figure out what fuels your soul, what gets you in a mode of creation, right? What is able to expand yourself. Because once you just have peace with everything that's going on around your life, that is when you're open to communication, not only for growth for you to get to the other side of the blessing that is about to happen, because realize this, when everything starts to fall apart in your life, all that means is that you're making more room for things that actually align with your destiny, with who you truly are. We're so scared of losing things that we don't even actually care about. And that's actually one of the reasons why blessings will appear in your life, is because you got to a point where this was no longer sustainable for who you are. You were praying, I want change. And now that the change has arrived, it's not arriving in the way that you thought it would. Yeah, you're probably going to have to lose jobs and lose people and lose a lot of things. People are going to question what you're doing, and they're going to be like, maybe thinking you're not making the best choices for yourself. But that's why you have to tune in and get really clear on you. Don't be doing drugs. Don't be out here giving your energy to everybody. That's the thing. You have to get pure and very intentional with how you're living your life, so that you don't go through a whirlwind of emotions and experiences. You want to make sure you're taking the time to check in with yourself and do what feels right. Because that way, when things start to fall apart, you're unbothered. Okay, so many people are bothered by the disruption in their lives, and you have to realize that this is not what it looks like. You can't always believe what you see with your physical eyes, okay? You have to believe in the unseen. the magic hand that's making everything work out in your favor. There are times where I've had to remind myself this, even though I'm in pain and I'm crying and I'm suffering. It's okay to suffer. It's not like you have to be happy 24/7. Please go ahead and suffer in a way that makes sense for you and be easy on yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to be there for yourself, hug yourself, write it down. I write everything down. That is why I'm able to tap into many different aspects of myself, because I write things down. If you have to pick up a camera like this and talk to yourself, go ahead and do that. Look in the mirror and talk to yourself, go ahead and do that. There are many ways that you can look at yourself and see, what have you been lying to yourself about? What have you been hiding from yourself? What have you been running away from? And all of these things need to be released, because you're going to feel the tension in your body. You're going to feel stiff. You're going to feel uncomfortable, because there's a lot of things that need to be released during this time. We feel the need to control, and the reality is we need to let go of control. I know that's super hard. I know that's hard, especially when we've had to figure everything out ourselves. But you have to realize that when you're trying to be open to this kind of communication, to this guidance, it's not for you to figure out. And that should actually be a relief. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to figure out the money thing out. You don't have to figure out anything out. And I know I used to always hear people say this, and I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I just wasn't in a space to really absorb that kind of information. It just seemed like just something that you throw, words that you just throw out there. And you really have to hear my words. Let go of control. And a lot of people, when I say that, they're like, but, and it's like, there you go. You're still trying to control. You can't make excuses for circumstances that you don't even care about in your life. You're living a life that you don't even like, and it starts to fall apart, and then you're complaining about it. It's like you were complaining about it before, you're still complaining about it, and when you get to the next level of yourself, you're still going to complain about it. You don't realize that you're taking this mentality everywhere you go. You need to let go. Let go of the mentality that's constantly looking for an excuse to squeeze in and try and control everything and be the one that, like, directs the direction. You're not in control of this ship. Take your hands off the wheel. Like, it's that easy. Take your hands off the wheel. It's time for you to witness blessings unfold in your life. I'm going to say this again. Take your hands off of the wheel. This is not for you to figure out. This is not for you to understand. This is for you to endure and to prosper through this endurance. Do you get that? This is where real richness comes from. This, if you are looking for abundance and a prosperity, this is where it comes from. I don't know what people have been saying, but this is the real richness. This is not something that you should be thinking about. Because the moment you think about it, you lose the ability to really see the richness in it. It's to be felt through acceptance and surrendering to all things. Nothing can break you in this state. Do you get that? That automatically puts you at a higher vibration than everybody else. Because everybody is living in the mind, trying to control and trying to understand. I'm not saying that the mind is useless. It's not. This is where creation comes from. This is how we're becoming more and more. But it is limited to a certain extent when it comes to that higher power. Because you're not creating this life. To an extent, you're co-creating. But you have to realize when things fall apart, and you have tried all that you can do and still nothing is working out, that's because it's not for you to work out. Sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride that life is taking you on. You don't want to feel like you're drowning through this current. Just float along through and cry if you have to. It's good to cry. It's good to let these things out. Don't be afraid to look like a wreck, because why hide it? If you are a wreck right now, why hide it? Just embrace it. I'm telling you, embrace who you truly are. We just try to deny ourselves so much because we have this image of who we think we should be. And so who we truly are, when it tries to come out, we're just like, no, get back where you came from. I've got another plan for myself. And it's like, dude, you have been listening to the thoughts and the mind way too often, to the point that when your heart is really telling you what's going on, you don't listen to it. You refuse. You refuse. And you have to remember that it's okay to be at whatever stage you are, but if you're looking for that peace, take your hands off the wheel and enjoy the ride. Okay, bye.